Welcome to Attican Plays Sweet Transit. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 1, Episode 12 of our first look at Sweet Transit. Now, in the last episode, we moved all the way up to cattle, so we are now producing meat out here. We need more staff, but we are producing meat, and we have a goal of producing 60 meat per minute, and that's going to open up the pump jack and crude oil storage so we can see oil coming next. And I haven't gotten there yet, but I can see diesel engines coming, can't you? But even if we don't, there's something we're going to do something with oil. We're going to have to refine it and do something with it. Heat homes with it. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but that's coming once we can get our meat production up to 60. Now, the best you can do out of one of these is, I can't see it there, I have to act like I build one. Cattle ranch, we can see here it produces 30 meat per minute with an input of 30 wheat. So we're going to need two of these cattle ranches out here up and running, fully staffed, and that means 160 craftsmen. And we're staffing them out of Proctorville, and we only have 100 craftsmen, period. So obviously we're going to need two, maybe three, maybe four times this many craftsmen here in Proctorville just to get that goal with the meat. But we've been doing a lot of building here, and if you remember the rhythm we were kind of in early, we would build up some and then we'd kind of step back and make sure that our infrastructure was solid and we had the supplies we needed and what have you. That's what we're going to do right now. In fact, mercy, not enough bread. Oh. Yeah, we got to rebalance everything. Good. All right, so first thing we see here is this deal with the bread. We're supposed to be at a point where we're feeding everybody bread. That's one of the things we're trying to do. And of course, we're shipping some down to Chesapeake too. So our bread production right now is, what's zero? Let me run this for a second. Oh, you know what's happening? We're starting to take wheat out to the cattle. If you take a whole train load of wheat out to the cattle, now it'll take a while for it to use it, so and it'll take a while for us to get a critical mass out here in storage. How much cattle they got? So they got 550. So another train load is going to fill them up, and then we won't be ripping the wheat away from Proctorville at such a horrific pace. But now here's kind of a danger of using Proctorville like a warehouse. If you're not getting a lot of wheat in there, having a full train come out and take that short run to the cattle ranch until it gets kind of settled in and you've got plenty of wheat out there, it's going to be stealing all your wheat from Proctorville. If you steal all your wheat from Proctorville, you can't bake bread. If you can't bake bread, the craftsmen that you need to go out and work in the cattle ranch are going to start moving out. See, we got 25 out of 15. We don't even have enough places for them to live. So we're getting in this a little bit of a bad loop. So we need to really make sure we're getting enough wheat. So let's check that first. Our wheat production at its best, which it is right now, would be 360. We can produce 360. Now we have bread makers. We have 4. So that's 240 that we need. And then we need... what out here? 17. Oh, it had to be. That's partial. 30. It'd be 30. Okay. In theory, we have enough wheat, right? But I see this growing, and I think we would be well served to maybe have another wheat field. And this one is a clumsy location with the mountain ranges and everything. I think we can, see. I'm wondering if we put another wheat farm here, would we be able to take it out. Well, yeah, we could just borrow as far as we have to go. We could go up in here some, borrow whatever we have to do. Let me make sure we're on the end of this. Yeah, we are. So why don't we put let's put another wheat field right here, which of course is going to take more laborers. It goes on and on. I love it. All right. Wheat farm. Right there. Give it 3 silos for storage, and then start if we can get around that, we can actually start putting it back in here. And what I meant by that was you can't, we need this little path to get out there, the connection to get out there, but then we can start putting the wheat out way out here. See, it's got a large area it can grow into, and we can go 214. I think that's it. Yeah, there you go. But we did the key to being able to have this wheat farm work way out there is there had to be this little connection. So that's not so bad. We're kind of saying foo on you mountains. We'll just we'll go around you. All right. So now we have 4 wheat out there. In theory, we could make. I've already forgotten my numbers. 120. Okay. 480. We can produce 480 wheat. We set up 2 trains out, 2 delivery trains out there. I'm fairly certain. Yes, we did. Good deal, and they should do fine. I think. We'll watch that. We don't need. See, we don't need. It isn't that we need more. Or maybe we do. Maybe we need more bakers. What's our total demand now? Like Proctorville's demand for bread is 184. So we've added 4 residences because we got these 4 craftsmen, and then we added 4 laborers to make up for the fact that we created more craftsmen. And we know we're going to need more laborers because we don't have enough laborers to go out here, for one thing. Just on that one, just that with myopic vision, just looking at that one requirement, we don't have enough laborers. So we need more craftsmen. Let's see if we can upgrade a few more. And I wish you could see. I'd love to be able to see the train, this goes out. Okay, this one does touch that set. We know this one will, so good. So here's what we'll do. We're going to upgrade right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And those errors will go away as soon as we run it again, because that's just saying we took away some laborers who are actually doing some of this work. And it's got to recycle and reposition them, so to speak. But now we need to replace those 4 houses we just took down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we don't lose part of our labor pool. See, the error just goes right away. And now we have more craftsmen here that are actually getting bread. Interesting. Okay. And I'm saying. Let's look at our total demand for bread in the city is 188. That makes sense. We just, in effect, added 4 more residences because we converted 4 laborers, but then we replaced them. So net was we added 4 more consumers of the bread, and we got to check this too. 300, 188. That's good. Potatoes we're producing, even though we're short some laborers, should be producing plenty of potatoes. Unfortunately, you can't look here and see. You have to go out here, and it'd be 8 times whatever potato production. 8 times. We're when we're full blast, we're doing 480 potatoes. That's plenty for both Proctorville and Chesapeake. 300 cloves. That's plenty for both. We really need some reporting. We need some reporting that summarizes across your whole map. And because down here I can't, I got to almost remember. Down here our consumption 65, so we have a 65 consumption in Chesapeake of everything that we need, and in Proctorville we have 188. I think the total houses we have 8 plus 180. Yeah, 188. Okay, so 188 and. See, I've already forgotten what that was. It's 188 and 60 something. 60 something. So 248. If we called it, why don't we just target 300 for everything? Be done with it. So 300. Except the fish, of course. All right, so we've got the potatoes. They're 483. We've got the cloves at 300. They're good. We need to bump our bread production up to 300. We need 60 more. And the bread can produce 60 a minute. We need one more bakery. We've got 4. Yeah, it makes sense. 5 makes sense. So let's put it here. It can go to that storage. Get some people working in it. There we go. Now our production of bread, assuming we're getting enough wheat, is 300. We said our production of wheat, once we get our staffing out here, will be 120 times 480. So it's good. 480. Yeah, that's enough to do the bakeries and the cattle. And we need to upgrade our staffing of wheat farms. We need to be taking more people out there. So this train here, 60 times 4, 240. It needs to be 6. What is it now? It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to upgrade this to. Do we have a P6? We do. We're going to confirm that. We're going to upgrade that train to a P6. And let's just watch this for a minute. We got a lot of work to do in this one. Unfortunately, we're not going to be advancing a lot in this one. We're going to be catching up on stuff and rebalancing. This is a rebalancing episode where we get all of our staffing and production and everything to match up a little bit better. So he's only hauling 126. Yeah, we need more workers here. And see the bread, every time we make it, I think we probably got a train pulling it out. Yeah, we did. That when it was flashing like that, that's our train loading up to go to Chesapeake, and now it's kind of making making the bread that can be consumed here or used elsewhere. Okay, so staffing. Now we need to go again, and we need to make even more. We need to expand even more and have even more demand. Okay, let's see. What would be the next logical batch? It would be 200. Let's move Proctorville up to 200 labor residences. Okay, and I'm doing that because I know I can add one more fish, and that's got it. So 200, we've got 180. So let's add 20, all right? And let's add 10 on each of these. Well, let me think about this. This gets a little tough. Now, see, we got a lot of laborers in Proctorville 1. So let's add 20 houses on Proctorville 2. It's the one that seems to be short on staff. Man, you got to balance so many things here. Now, how are we going to do that? Because we don't have enough range, right? Well, we do. What we're going to do, and we got to look at all of these. We got a lot of work to do. All right, so, yeah, in fact, one big one No, I don't want to get off topic yet. Let's. I want to extend this out with some upgrades to the roads to give us enough space to be able to build 20 houses out in here, 20 labor residences out in here that could feed Proctorville 2. So we need to see Proctorville 2's reach. And I think what we'll do is start with the, just recognize we're going to be building the stone roads now, and come on out here like this, like this, like this. Go into upgrade mode and come on out here like this, and here. Make sure we can get to this. And notice this too. I can grab here and then go like this, and it'll do. You don't have to do just straight lines. You could, like, if we had a ton of stone, we to do the whole thing. We could go like this, and just upgrade. If we had a lot of stone, we could upgrade all the roads. But we're not there yet. We've got to be picky and pick our path. So go like this, come up here, and see that easily by doing that. Now this spot right here is good. So we can put 3 houses here, 1, 2, 3, and we can put 4 here. You can see it just connects. Okay, and we should be able to put, with a little more upgrade. If we upgrade like that, and watch our stone just flying down. We've got to address that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've of course lost count. How many are we up to? 196. Well, we need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's our 200. And it looks like out of all that, we only got the one problem with the water tower. If we put a water tower behind the church, which is space we can't use for anything but decorations anyway. There we go. Now we've raised up the pool to 200. So we've got to add a fish dock. Fish. I believe if we put fish right here. Now, if I put a regular road there, yes, it will pick it up. So this fish can go to that warehouse. So now we've packed that warehouse with stuff. We've got our fish matching our, do we? Yes, we've got our fish matching our, oh, that's right. The laborers eat the fish, the craftsmen don't. So we've got our fish matching. We know we've got the potatoes matching that, matching everything. We're making 300 bread and 300 clothes. Yes, and yes. Okay. So we've got everything being made at the right pace to actually serve both cities now. And we may have to take a look and make sure we're running enough to Chesapeake. But I think we are. I think we're doing great on that right now. We've got enough wheat. So we've kind of, I think that little exercise right there gave us some more laborers, which should help us actually, staff more of the stuff. And match the total, the consumables that we need. We've got that going. Now, the problem we have is we don't have enough of our maintenance and building materials. Notice the wood, and it's creeping down on us. What's happening here is, let's just look. We've only got 677 in storage. Now we know we've got this line. We've got the 5 here that are staffed, and we're doing a good job keeping up. So our little line here is keeping up with the wood delivery. right? So our 2 trains are doing the job. But out here, I think, if we look at this one, see, this is fully staffed as well. But look at this. We got a ton of wood out here that didn't be delivered. So I think we're going to have to throw a couple more trains on this guy here. And again, I don't have stats, so I don't know how many trains we need. And what we could do if we wanted, I think we'll pass on it for right now. We could actually build a special loop and give them a dedicated line to bring the lumber in from out there, just like we did this. But I actually don't want to make too many changes yet, because you see that right there? We couldn't build on that one tile. Why not? Well, we all know it's oil. And we saw a whole bunch of them down here. We have built one of our main stations and our main line right through the oil deposit. There's no doubt. But of course, back then we didn't know that. But we do. We know it's coming. So I don't want to get too carried away with changing all of this. And the beauty of this is we built this to be, this is already built to take a lot of trains. So, and you can see this train coming in here. It's almost full, and it's coming in to load. And why is that? It's because our storage is not that high here. And it kind of makes me wonder, well, do we need more storage? We're making okay money. I think we're going to up our storage some. I don't have a good feeling yet of what, how much storage do you need? I just don't know. And as we mature in the game and other, some of the better players start sharing things they know, we'll get some ideas of what kind of ratios we want to do here. But I think what I'm going to do here is go into this. I think I want to move this down here to the end and delete that one, and just make this regular platform. And then we can take this and we can expand the storage a couple. Well, there's the stone problem. We can expand it one, but look, we got a bunch of problems here. We're making 180 stone, and our upkeep is 206. So that has to be fixed, right? We literally cannot keep up with just our maintenance, let alone the stone that you need to build stuff. So let's let this run for a minute. And one of the things that'll happen is, because we increase the storage, these trains here that are coming from Sawmill 2 will actually get to unload. They're not getting to unload. They're just running around carrying the same old stuff. And see, even that, he didn't get to unload fully. So I think this is deceiving us. Telling us we're not making enough is not true, because we're actually making 600, right? When this is running, it can do 300. Our other little set can do 300. We're actually making 600 wood a minute. We just don't have any place to put it. So the key is, can we keep this number up? And I think we can right now. So I may, maybe we'll put one more train on it. Maybe not. Oh, but I just forgot. We added a bunch of laborers in Proctorville, and that just brought our now we're just making more money, right? Right. So shoot, let's just throw one more train on there. Again, I don't have it set like, here's the perfect answer, but we're winging it for now, and let's just keep winging it. We'll get us a flatbed. We'll put it on the Sawmill 2 to warehouse route and deploy. Okay, so if nothing else, it'll load up with 600 lumber and run around in circles with that 600 lumber. Okay, so that's lumber. Now stone, absolute problem. We absolutely need some more stoneworks. How are we doing on Quarry? Like, are we getting enough? Yeah, see, this is starting to diminish now. We're consuming 180, and we're going to bump that up. And out here in our quarry, which is, where is it? It's over here. We're producing 30 times 6. Is that right? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's 180. So we're producing 180 to match the 180 we're consuming in Proctorville. So we're going to have to quarry more if we're going to do more stoneworks than we are. So I'm thinking we need to probably double this. We probably need 6 of these and 6 more stoneworks, and maybe more laborers in Proctorville to handle it, or more laborers. Easier thing to do maybe would be to grow Chesapeake a bit. Shoot, where's Chesapeake? Grow Chesapeake a bit and get some more laborers in Chesapeake. Okay. Okay, had a little interruption. Where in the world were we? Oh, we're talking stone. Now, here's kind of, well, ironically, one of those kind of unfortunate deals about the city now. Can't put any stone quarries in here because when we expanded this to a town, its footprint goes way out here. So now this mountain has been taken out of play. I can't put quarries in the town because the footprints overlap, and that would have been just such an awesome place to have a little quarry with a short line to our freight station. That would have been kind of awesome. But we could go out here and look at quarries, and we can see there's nice places down here. Now look how far out our footprint is, and and if there's another expansion after town, which there could be city, I wouldn't be surprised if it came all the way out. But I'm assuming if we have these in there first, we can put our quarries in the town if the town comes out to the quarry, so to speak. All right, so where would be? Oh man, this would be a great spot right through here to have a quarry. We got a short line. We wouldn't even have to necessarily make a monster size train for the short line. If it wouldn't fit, if it would fit, sure, we'd make a bigger station, but we wouldn't necessarily have to. So it'd be real easy for us to quarry rock or stone down here. That's a really nice spot for it. Run it into Chesapeake here, and then add some stoneworks in Proctorville, and then of course make sure we expand Proctorville with the fish, and then double check our potatoes. And potatoes seem to be really good right now. Yes, let's do that. Let's see, how do we want to do that? Let's get a distribution center and see what this is going to look like. So if we got a distribution center, let me look at okay, we're going to be quarrying. We could do rows of quarries down through here. This is a great spot for it. So a distribution center needs to be like here. Like here. So if we put one there, and we could run a line out a road out from it like this, and that gives us a spot to put a station right here with this super short little hop into our freight station. Beautiful. We could do and it'd be real easy to get people out there, obviously. Just run them right off of this and come down and staff the quarry. So this is a great place for a quarry, seems like. So I think a two platform station down here would be great. And I still want a big one if we can fit it in there, so we can run one big train that goes in there. one big full train of stone coming in there, I think would be good. And yeah, we could run small ones. Of course we could. All right. We need a little double, a small double. Here we go. Coal mine 2 will do. Let's copy it. Okay, and let's move it down here. And we can put it right there. Beautiful. And it should be connected to the distribution. And we're going to rename it Quarry 2. Okay. How many do we want to do? 180. Let's start with let's do 4 down here and 2 over, and let's see, 5 times 2, 10. Let's do 10 stonemasons in Chesapeake and 4 quarries down here. That's kind of matching sets. So let's see how we want to do this. Quarry. Let's run them in a line like this. 1. We got to think about the. Let's see. Needs space for its 2, 2, 3. Hold down control. That's 2, 3. 4. That should work. I think we left space. Yeah. So you can run down like that. We hooked them all up to our distribution center, and then they each need their storage. Now you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you. Okay, so we've got 4 quarries. They need 20 apiece. Need 80 people. That's a 2. And we need to hook this into this, which is easy enough. I do want a long enough line so if we end up running 2 trains here, for some reason, we would be able to do that. So let's do a. Let me. Okay, let's go here. Let's go back here. Come off as hard as we can. Like this. That'll be your line in. And then folks who want to get into this will come off of here. Like that. And to leave, well, we could cross a couple of different ways. I think maybe go over here. And see if we get rid of that. Let's see. And you know what we could do now instead of having this extra. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do this? If we're going to build that junction like that, then let's just go ahead and come off like that, loop around, and come back in. Like so. And we're currently set up to run a 1. We can expand the station to, if we need a second one, or we could, do the fancy thing with the requirement signals, whichever way we want to go. Put some signals here. Signals there. Okay. And to get the quarry up and running, we're going to need a, let's see. We'll need a new line. We're going to have a passenger Chesapeake to Quarry 2. Chesapeake swap workers. Quarry 2, swap workers. The train for that's going to need to be a P2 for now. P2, build. Chesapeake to Quarry 2 and deploy. And then we need, let's let those guys get out of there. And then we need get the sawmill train out of there. And then we need another line, which is Quarry 2 to CHF. And it's going to be a Quarry 2 full cargo CHF empty cargo load unload, that's correct. And then we'll put a train in that. Shoot. We'll come over here and we'll say we want a big old gondola train. One of these dudes. And we're out of coal. Ooh, our coal's down to 0. Oh, okay. And we really are stressing the system. We got so many little problems we got to deal with. And I really did it incorrectly. I should have dealt with coal first, I guess. But see, you can't, it's hard to tell. The problems hide themselves. All right, let's build that thing. Put it on Quarry 2 to Chesapeake. Okay, now, for that to work, there has to be more people here. We need 24, 60, 80. Probably need 160 people, which would be, what's this, 30 apiece? 35. We need about 6 more laborer houses down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. Put this one down here. Since we have a water problem, we might as well solve one water problem instead of 2, at least for now. And we could put water, where's our last one? Here? Maybe here would be fine. No, it doesn't go far enough. Yeah, put it there. Okay. So there we go. So now we have to look at, the one thing we do have to look at is the fish. The fish needs down here are now 62, so we've just gone a little over. So now we need another fish. It goes on and on and on and on. A fish here. And I think we may run out of market here. That's entirely possible. Yeah, it's out. The market can't quite reach this guy here. But if we upgrade the roads from the market out here and then out here, well, actually didn't even have to do it all. Now, just by upgrading the roads, they can walk far. The market has more coverage, and it'll still cover that. So we don't need another one. Let's just. Oh, now here. Okay, now here's a bit of a weakness in our system. If we're going to be doing these loops like this, that's going to be a pretty inefficient line to go to the quarry, right? Because it's going to have to go like loop all the way around to get back there. So why don't we help it out a little bit? Why don't we modify that design a little bit? Figure out where our footprint is, right out here. And we could do it right here where we got some nice square track. Why don't we build them a little turnaround? So if you're coming out this way, let them go back if they need to. So we'll do a and doggone it, that is flipping. That is diagonal track. Okay. Let's not worry about the town bound. Well, this is diagonal track. Or is it? Which one's diagonal? Oh, this is not, right? He's got a set. I think I understand why he did it. We could, if you imagine this rotated like this, so we're always looking straight up and down, everything would look so square, it would look funny. So I think the developer made the choice to put us on an angle like this so that everything doesn't look like it's all squares. But in reality, it's all squares. So this is actually not diagonal track. We can build a bridge over this, can't we? Assuming we had the correct... yeah. All right. So we're going to come right out here. We're going to exit. We're going to come off, and we're going to give them a little turnaround. If we have more stone. So it's what, ooh, is it possible to have, yeah, and we can't have more stone if we're underproducing. All right, so we have to have stoneworks in here. We added our houses for it, didn't we? So let's put in stoneworks. So stoneworks are going to take, and I think, stone works. Yeah, we're going to need one more of these. Let's see, 2, 4. So we want 10 stoneworks down here, right? So let's put them. Actually, why don't we put them? Why don't we build an industrial section off of our big freight station here? Why don't we define our border? Let's put stoneworks. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can even get away with dirt roads. And a small storage. Won't quite reach them, but it will if we put it here in the middle. And if we put like that, and we put 5 more stoneworks here, and another storage here, and then we'll need a market, and we can put a market right up here that hits them all. So our laborers to our quarry are going to have to take a long route for a while, but here it comes. Here's the train, and we got some people working. We don't have a full group yet. Yeah, we do. I'll take that back. We've got 4 quarries producing now. We should have a train coming down here. Here it comes. Doesn't it? No, we have 0 trains. How'd that happen? Oh, did we run? Is it the coal problem? We couldn't build this, right? So let's build this. Oh, we did build it. Didn't deploy it. Scratch that one, deploy that one. Here it comes. Working his way down to get into his little short route that he's just going to be bored to death running after a year or two. Maybe a week or two. Maybe a day or two. Okay, here he comes down. Oh, good. We're already getting good stone production here. And there he goes with a full load off to making this long, arduous trip to Chesapeake to make the delivery. And that should have these guys down here making stone, and our stone production oh, look at that. We just got an achievement. I've been getting a lot of the achievements. Unfortunately, a lot of them are when I go offline and experiment with something. I'll go experiment. Well, how does that work? And I'll build something, and boom, here comes an achievement. In fact, I may even look. I don't usually think about the achievements, but just to have a goal, I may look at all of the achievements and see if we can get them all on this first pass. It may be impossible. Some of them may be, specialized, but we'll see. We'll see. That's later. Right now, we're still learning the game. So, just dawned on me now. We're going to have stone down here. Well, we got to move that stone up here to the warehouse. No problem though. We can set up a line, a new line that says cut stone. CHF to warehouse, and we're going to run full out of CHF. We're going to go to the warehouse. And now, why did it say swap workers? Because CHF is attached to a town, so it's thinking of it as a passenger station by default. We want to load cargo and go here and unload. And then we want to get a train to do that. And for that we need a flatbed. Going to build that. We're going to put it on the cut stone CHF to warehouse line. Oh, here it is. Deploy that train. So our production now is 300, but we're not shipping it all yet, so it's not helping us until we get that train down here. And that begs for the expansion of this station. We don't even. All we need to do is actually to expand to a 3. All we need to do is go like this. Be able to come in, be able to go out. No, something's wrong. That's better. Be able to go out like so. And that's wrong too. Our little standard is have one straight piece of track hanging out the end before you do anything else. And we'll move our chain signal back here. Make sure we define the end of the station like that. And that should be good to go. I'm thinking this must be the train. It's a bit of a hike down there. So we've got more cut stone coming in. Well, I could be wrong. All right. There's only 2 trains on this line. That's, shoot. Did I put it on the wrong one? Last train we made. Well, this guy, I'm going to rename this because it's got a... I must have accidentally hit key. Oh, yeah, the D and W are like... that's moving up and down, or, you know, moving to the right, moving up, and I probably clicked into a train name and made that change. Didn't mean to. Let's go look at our train list. Cut stone. Oh, I ran him from the wrong station. Or did I? No, that's right. I'm so sorry. You know what? We don't need this. This we'll leave it, but in case we run around a second round. But it's really this station that's going to load the cut stone. And I got it right, but then I, you know, spaced out for a second. So this is working. This is picking up cut stone here in Chesapeake. In fact, it's gotten all of our cut stone. We should see more coming in. Here we go. And these guys are doing their thing and working and making more. Chesapeake's still looking good. And now at least we're producing our full 30. We're getting full production up there. Now what we're not doing is feeding these guys. What a simple little game. Okay. So we got, how we looking? We're hauling our stone out nicely now. Our warehouse is not jammed up at all. There's some traffic control in here. Absolutely can be fixed, can be improved. All of this. We need to keep looking down this line. So I think we're okay on the wood, right? Although 595 production sounds suspicious to me. Are we missing 120? I want to make sure they've got all their... Oh, they're all 120s. We know the other one is too, so maybe that's a suspicious number, 595. Should be 600. These are all staffed. There it is. I think it's probably a shipping it out problem, right? See how these are stacked up? We don't have enough storage to hold all the lumber we're producing, nor do I see the need for it, honestly. I don't see the need for having more. The other thing we can see, our coal, it says production is too low. How, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that because we've got 800 stored and we've got, I mean, we could add one, but I feel like we're getting ready to move into another phase where coal won't gain the. Well, man, we are running a lot of trains. Would it hurt? It certainly wouldn't kill us to have another one. Nah. So let's do a coal mine 4. Let's go here. And here, and toss that away because that isn't what I meant to do. I meant to build this coal mine first, and give it some storage, and then we'll do what I was just now doing. Click here, get the blueprint like this. Put this. Like that right there. Coal mine 4, good deal. And then we'll come out. Wow. I don't know if I've been playing too long or what, but I'm having trouble figuring out even which way's diagonal, which way's square. Let's see. Take this out. I may need a break. Okay, come out like this. That's square. Run square right up here to this station. We know this isn't going to expand. Well, oh, wait. Did I miss an opportunity there? Distribution center. I think I missed an opportunity there. I think I did. I think I want to roll this back. Well, we've already built that coal mine. Crap. Could have put a distribution center here and picked up this one, I think, and this one too. Because we've built the coal mine. The road could have touched it from the distribution center. Could have touched that one. We could have had 2 feeding that one. Well, we'll just remember that for later. Right now, I've already done this, so we're going to go up here, merge in like this. This is a low traffic area. I'm not horribly concerned that it's, we're making intersections here. We're just talking about, the worker trains and a coal train. So let's go down like this and join in like that. Like so. All right, I'll confess this is a merge. Okay, up here we've got let's get rid of that. So we've got 3 ins and we need 3 outs. 1, 2. Okay, I got that one. Come in. I think that's it. You're coming down. You can go this way down to 4. You can go this way to 3. If you're coming back this way, you can go out to get into the system. If you're coming... the passenger delivery train will want to be able to, well, bless it. The passenger delivery train is going to want to be able to do everything, right? Okay. Build on the squares, put in proper intersections, don't kludge things up, and you'll be happier. we're going to have a, I'm going to get rid of these. We're going to have a T-junction here that hooks into that. Hooks into that. Goes here, here, and we will allow a little crossover right there. And this one's unnecessary. Unless I can think of something to do with it, and I can't. Ah! Got one I didn't mean. You go there. In, out. Can I go? Can I go? I can go. In there, enter there. Certainly don't need two in a row. This is no longer an intersection, but this is. Ah, wrong one. This is. Okay. So can I go? Yes. Yes. Can I go? Yes. He's going to look all the way down through there. So really, if he's looking all the way through there, this one isn't doing anything. And this one isn't doing anything, because if you're coming this way, he's going to look all the way to that one to decide to go. This one is going to look all the way to that. So this one in here isn't doing anything. And that one isn't doing anything. So he's looking at that. He's looking at through this to that. And this one actually isn't even doing anything. Is it? Is it? No, it didn't do anything either. So this one is looking at here to see if he can go. And here to see if he can go. If he was looping back, which is would be unlikely. I can't think of a reason now, but he could do it. This one is looking at this one to see if he can go. Yeah. And this one. That should do it. That should do it. Okay. We didn't change this, did we? Oh, this is my homemade one, which is nice and simple and works beautifully. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. So we opened this up, perhaps for nothing, but that's okay. So let's get our little staffing train here, which is this guy. He's now doing 4 coal mines, so he's going to be a P4. Upgrade him to from a 3 to a 4, and then build a route from coal mine 4. We haven't done that, have we? Coal 4. No. A new route. Coal 4 to the warehouse. And we're going to need a gondola train. There's our passenger train. Here comes our coal train. Let's just check, let's watch him and make sure I've got all those junctions correct. Comes in off the main line. Looks beautiful so far. I forgot one thing. Upgraded that phone. We need to change the line for the passengers. So you get the passenger Pville 1 to coal. I think it's just this one, the coal 1. And it needs to add 4. And swap workers there. And I'm going to call this coal 1, 2, 3, 4. And go. And see the tired workers, that's because we've reset that train. That's the quarry. This is our coal train. He's picking up 160. Let's watch him. Just to be doing it. Yeah, this is getting busy here, but again, I do have plans for this. See, it's handling everything just fine, but it's so busy that one in, one out is holding up. Look how long this guy, he's been ready to go for a long time. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. I'm not sure why he doesn't get to go. That's weird. I'm not sure what the priorities are for this. It's certainly not first in, first out. He finally gets to go. He goes to coal mine 1, picks up those tired workers. And now they get to ride in the train for a long time because they don't have a direct line back. We've got tired workers out here as well. So we'll swap them out. Swap them out. See how he's still full, but 120 of those people are the tired people he's taking home from those 3. Now, there won't be any out here, so he'll end up at 120 total after this because he drops off new workers, and that's it. Okay, everything looks beautiful. That's all working great. So we've added to our coal production. Look at that. Coal's at 0 again. That's all right. I'm not scared about that now. Now, we've got our... we have 300 cut stone. That's great. We're good on the sawmill at 600. The bricks, okay, the bricks are low. It says 6. We're actually more than that, but we're not fully staffed. All right. We need some laborers, or sorry, some more craftsmen. We only got 90. If we go to Chesapeake and look at Chesapeake, we only have 225. I think that would be enough. Oh, I was going to make that line that turns around, wasn't I? I actually think that would be useful. Is that something I started to do, or was I just thinking about that? I'm sorry. Reality and this game and reality are starting to blur together for me very badly. But okay, again, I need a break. Okay, we're going to put a bridge out here with a loop that lets you go back. Lets you loop around and return. It's like a U-turn lane out here. See, they have one on this direction. They can make a U-turn off that. So if your most efficient route to go to someplace like this quarry, and actually the brickworks, is to come in this way, get your people. Well, because we don't have any looping here in Chesapeake, and I don't want to have it because I want it to look clean, and I want to be able to put people on this side. But you can go right up here and make a loop. So all we need to do is hook you up so that you can come like that and come off. So you can come in here, loop around, and go back. So we've created an intersection here, and this is just a merge here. Like that. And this one needs that. And there. Now, he's going to the quarry too. So he would be a candidate to use that. I don't think he will this time. And his route doesn't show he would ever do it. He needs to recalculate his route. Okay. Oh, he did use it. Okay. That's weird. Oh, I'm looking at the... Am I looking at the right train? Not sure what I'm doing here. Chesapeake to the quarry, his route. All right, I'm lost. I'm lost. Why wouldn't he go back to the station, get people, come here and make his turnaround and go to the quarry? So I'm going to tell him we're going to add a destination. We're going to do a control, right click there and add this. So when you come out of Chesapeake, we want you to do that and make a U-turn, go back through Chesapeake, and come down here and drop off. That is your most direct route. Okay. Okay, that's all working. So I'm going to pause it for a second and review the bidding now. All right. Okay. Okay. We're barely hanging in there with the bricks. Oh yeah, we didn't really change anything down here. We've got 225 craftsmen. That should supply like 100. I really don't know for sure, but like 100 so jobs, which is about that. What if we make what's our demand here? We're good on fish. We can add potatoes 62. We're making like 480 if we need it. The clothing is 371. Really need the reports to tell us what's going on. We're 208 in Proctorville. Around 280. We're making enough clothes, but we're starting to get to the edge of it. And we're making the 300, and then the bread should be the same, so we should be making enough bread. Now we could feed these people. Oh, that'd be an easy way to get more people is bring meat down here. Are we taking meat anywhere? We should be taking meat to Proctorville. Yeah, it has 68 out of 80. That's weird. It can only store 80. I guess that's a refrigeration issue, maybe. we're making 30 a minute now very nicely, and next thing we want to do is make 60. I tell you what, that'll be next episode. I think we've made some progress here. Well, this has been a balancing act, right? It was time for us to do this, to do a reset, make sure that we had what we needed. So what did we do? We added some people. We balanced out the staffing between these two as best we could, given that we can't really see what's going on very well. We bumped up our bread. We bumped up our wheat. Then we made a major addition of quarry and stone cutting so that we have enough stone coming into the system to keep up with our upkeep and to give us some building potential. We made sure we added a train here, so we've got enough lumber. We added another coal mine. Missed an opportunity to use the distribution center and use the same station, but it's just the same. We've got more coal. And our brick is just kind of hanging in there. So in the next episode, in fact, I'll make some notes of this. In the next episode, we will look at the bricks and Craftsman out of Chesapeake and get that balanced out, and then we'll go look at the cattle and see if we can't get some more Craftsmen in Proctorville and boost that cattle and move into the oil business. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Sweet Transit video. Thank you.